Hey Crystal Seekers, welcome to the Final Fantasy FFBE video. We're going to be talking about 3 units today. Actually 4. There's one at the very end I want to talk about very briefly because it's crazy. But they're actually one of the first NV+A Awakenings that are actually really good. So that's pretty hype for you guys, hopefully. Hopefully if it comes to global, I don't know. I can't really comment on that because I don't know, but I'm still going to talk about it in case it does happen because it actually is really good. Like it's surprising how good they made this unit. Anyways, I'm talking about the NV+A Awakening. Anyways, we have the new Rain here. Oh, this is never mind. This is Taivas. So the new Taivas, his TMR has Beast Killer, which is okay, I guess. And then the STMR is like basically Satan's STMR almost. I don't know if it has more attack or less attack. I can't remember what Satan's is, but it's the same thing besides this one's not limited. And then it gives me 500, whatever. And as always, the vision card is terrible. I'm not really sure why they're still doing this. They're making bad vision cards. Like, they're wasting time making all this artwork, but then they make the vision card bad. Who's ever going to use any of these cards, man? It's laughable. But this EX ability is very good. For light units only. That's actually really good because a lot of units are going to be able to use that. So yeah. One downside I couldn't already see, he can only equip great swords. So that's going to be a problem. The dark vision the two-handed dark vision great sword is really good. It has the max variance of a normal great sword, two-handed great sword as the first part, and then the second part is I believe it's ×2 or something. However you say it, x2. So that's actually really insane, I believe, because the max variance, I mean the regular variance I believe is 1.25 to 1.75, and the 1.75 is the first part of the variance. So that's crazy to me. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned for that, or not stay tuned. Make sure to look out for that in the future if it comes to global or not. I'm not sure. Can't say for sure if it will or not. Anyways, he has 150% amp, which is really good. So he's going to be doing decent damage. Unfortunately, I really wish these were like AoE imbues or something, like whatever. They're really obsessed recently, by the way, about ability chaining again. They really want you to use ability chaining, so there are some units that can use some ability chaining, like Tifa, Cloud, Clive, and then this guy. So I guess this is actually pretty good, because it'll hit once, and then the backloaded hit will be the 5, I believe. I don't know. Yeah, I believe the backloaded hits. It's been a long time since I said backloaded. That's like the 5-star era where it actually mattered. But it actually will matter because I'm pretty sure you can boost this modifier. Yep, you can see right here, this already has 600 times. Let's see if there's anything. Let's do some exploring here. And let's see if it gets any other mod boosts besides the 600 times. Okay, if you go to EX2, you get a 500 flat boost permanently. So actually, this is 1,500, 1,500. So you're at 21. I'm doing very quick math. Pretty sure it's 21, 21. Is there anything else? Okay, so you can get even more if you use that. I believe it's the LB fill ability. I believe it's this one here. So you get 20 LB fill, whatever. And then you get... That's like actually insane because the cooldown is only 1 turn. That's actually insane. Actually, this might actually be kind of worth it. Because now it's 31-31. I believe it's 31-30. Oh my god, there's more? Okay, how do you get this one? Okay, we need to do some more research. It's been so long since there's ability chaining's actually been a thing. So you have to use both of these. So now it was at 31. I'm losing track a little bit. Now it's like 40. Like 4,000, 4,000, somewhere around there. 4,000 something, 4,000 something. I'm not doing exact math here because it doesn't really matter. It's big number go up is all you guys need to know. So big number go up. Very nice. And then he has some Yuffie abilities with the not all killers, but he just has some killers for himself and one ally. And then an interesting ability of giving 100% light, 100% amp for one ally and then himself. So that's an extra damage turn. And then he has that ability that Taivas had in his old form, I believe. Except he can give one to one ally as well. So pretty good. He can do some damage outside of his. Well, what is it? I believe his is he chaining? No, he's actually not. So you can finish and chain with him, not the same time, but he can be a finisher or chainer, plus being a 1000% leader skill for light, which is not the best anymore. Apparently, we're already all going down to 1250%, but still good. Yeah, he's good. He has a lot of good things about him. Ability chaining, imbues, only for himself, but still. And 150%, and then he has the only EX1 requirement is 200% light in peril, which is good. He's missing some of the other things that you'd like to see, like maybe some fields or something. I don't see any of those, but still good. Still good. I think he's good. So I'm gonna give him an 8.5. I think that's pretty fair. 8.5 on the New Vision Plus scale, pretty solid. Pretty solid, actually. So yeah, if you're interested in a new Taivas, well, he's coming eventually. All right, here's the new Rain, and I think that they may have, gotten something good here. I wish this was infinite turns. If this was a global unit, it would be infinite turns, but still, he has a Brave Shift form at least, but it's not infinite turns, so you can only be in his Brave Shift form for a short amount of time. So unlike Cloud, who doesn't need a Brave Shift form, he doesn't have one, and can constantly use his LB over and over again, you can only use this LB every now and then. So let's look at it first. His LB is good. It's a little bit less than Cloud, but it's a chaining LB, and it's also non-elemental, so it's already a huge plus over Tifa, because she is not non-elemental, she is water, she's stuck to water. So if you don't care about Tifa, but you do care about this guy, then maybe it'll be interesting to you. Plus, the leader skill is extremely valuable. It covers all FFBE units. There's no like, oh, you need to have this or that. It's all FFBE units. So you can make a whole FFBE team with this guy. So that unfortunately does not include Cloud or Clive, but it does include the new Tyus, does include him, and then in the future there might be a new, strong finisher or something in the near future. So yeah, sadly he's not under Cloud's leader skill. I mean, obviously he's not an FFBE unit, but you could just not care about that leader skill, and you could still have them on the same team because they're non-elemental, which is really good. So both forms are basically the same. I know it kind of sucks, but he is very similar to Cloud, where he has a field effect, not that good, but it's there if you need it. He has 89% breaks. Unfortunately, this weapon in peril is not the best. It's not 50%, but it's on a cooldown, so you can't expect much. The field effect, I don't. He has Omni Guard, Omni Cover. Sorry, he has the LB field, which is going to be very useful. Plus a decent stat buff, not the best, but it's a stat buff. Plus an HP barrier. Remember, he's a tank, and he's a tank as well. He's a magic tank, so you can gear one. Obviously, you're going to gear the base form for magic tanking. We could also deal some damage. It'd be kind of awkward because you kind of want to be a tank in the base form. You don't really want to be building for physical damage. You want to be building as a tank, and then in the Brave Shift form, you can do that. You can make him into a DPS. So he's got some things like Cloud does, where he has some, some things, some roll compression stuff. His base LB is nothing really that special. In fact, it's not non-elemental, it's fire. So already that's kind of like you really shouldn't be using his base from LB. In fact, it probably won't even do that much damage because you're building him for HP and Spirit, because he's a magic tank. But you can also prepare. You can also prepare because this is not restricted. It says all LB physical attacks, so you can use the turn before you shift, so that you're not wasting a turn. What you would normally do on units like this is that you want to set up everything on the base form and then shift over and then use your LB right away. Because remember, I've been talking a long time. I didn't think this video was that long. Okay, but with a unit like this, you'd normally use all your preparation on the base form and then shift over so you have the maximum amount of time to use your Brave Shift LB since you only have 4 turns. So he's good. He doesn't have, you know, all the mitigations that, you know, normal magic tanks would have. He doesn't really have those kind of things. He is a good magic tank because he is able to be a roll compression unit, unlike, you know, Cecil, where he was kind of a DPS, but it wasn't really that powerful. But this guy will be powerful. He has breaks. He also has 85%, which is good enough in some cases. The mitigation, he has this, and then he has the Omni Cover and the HP barrier. Doesn't replenish, unfortunately. If this was grant HP barrier 10,000 every turn instead of just this, it would probably be a lot better, but it's not. This elemental resistance is quite powerful, 200%. That's not even possible to get on anyone else, so that's good. He doesn't really have much else, I don't think. He does have 200% fire resistance for 2 turns. I guess that's okay. Yeah, he's good. I think most people are gonna say that he doesn't have a lot of mitigation, and I can understand that. And he's basically just a damage dealer if you want to really think about it. But he can be a magic tank, and then he can be a DPS. So, and maybe Clash of Wills, or you know, some other I mean, I guess in Clash of Wills too. I mean, in Dark Visions and things like that. You can be, you know, you can be slotted in for those kind of things. I'm gonna give him a 9. He would get a 9.5 if he had proper mitigations, maybe in his base form LB or something, but he doesn't have any. In fact, let's do mitigation. Let's just type that up. Hate that stuff. He doesn't really have much, but he has a magic tank, so I mean, you can pretty much survive anything as long as you get enough stats. All right, and we're gonna look at New Vision Plus Awakening, Taivas, and Yshe. They are very good now. They basically fixed this unit, so they have 150% amp for both elements now instead of just for fire. So they have both, and you really want to just ignore their base LB because it's not really good anymore. 35%. That's not good. That's not useful anymore. But they do have 310 times modifier, which apparently stacks. Sinzar said in my Discord that it should stack. So what you'd want to do is you'd want to use the one that you want to be imbued with second, because remember this thing here will remove the imbue and replace it with the one that you're using. So if you want to use fire, you'd want to use the ice one first and then the fire one afterwards. I mean, it's something that you might forget, so just a reminder. But then you have that, and then you have the 100 times STMR. They do not have they do not have that passive, so you need to equip Titus STMR or Laswell's STMR or one of those, Reagan's STMR. I believe that's the 3 of them. One of those 3, and then you get, it's like over 1,000 with their Brave Shift LB, or not Brave Shift. Their SLB tag chain will be over 1,000 LB mod with for only for 5 turns for then I'll go down to like 900 something. But with that STMR equipped plus these modifiers, you'll be able to go over to like 10,000. Not 10,000, 1,000. Whoops. Not that much. Not that much. We're not there yet. If they really want to kill the game, then they'll make a 10,000 modifier. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, they're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this, in terms of a New Vision Plus Awakening, I'm gonna give them a 9. This is like really good. They really fixed this unit. They really made this unit a lot better, because on release they were so bad. But for like 1 Dark Visions, they were basically needed. So I rush pulled them back then. So now they're EX3. I don't know, maybe I'll be able to show them off, or maybe I won't, I don't know. But they're good. And then we have one more unit to look at. You might be wondering, why are we on the normal Taivas page? Hasn't this guy got enough buffs already? He's like the most buffed character in the entire game. And you're right, he is. He's been given so many buffs, it's crazy, and he just got more. But I believe this is probably it. I think this will be it. He got crowns, You got it, the EX4 buff, the Neo Plus Awakening, all those story things that he got. I believe this is it. So this is his final. This is basically giving him his final form. He gets the 500% LB damage boost that only Neo Plus units get. He has the 200% machine killer, which is, you know, it's good. And then he already had that. He gets 1,000% or 1,000 attack, and yeah, he's quite good now for what he is. I mean, he's not going to be the most powerful finisher in the game, but if you didn't pull Cloud, or you don't want to pull Cloud, or you skip Cloud, or you skip Clive, this guy will probably be a decent finisher for you. So remember, he has all those modifiers as well with that that robot helmet. You gotta bring the robot along with you. I forgot his name already, but you gotta bring him along. But he will provide some modifiers for his SLB, so pretty good. His damage will be going up quite significantly with this applied. So yeah, I think this was definitely a good rounding out. This is probably gonna be the last buff he's gonna get. So pretty good. He's gonna have pretty good attack, and especially if he's under a good leader skill. Alright, so let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about all these units and the other two upgrades. What do you think about the two new units, and what do you think about the two... Well, there's more upgrades for a lot of other units, but they are definitely not worth mentioning. The only other one that's worth mentioning that I won't... Well, I'm mentioning it, but not going to really show it, is Dorgan. He has the potential, if he gets Neo Vision Plus, okay, I'll show it. I know you guys want me to show you. So this is really the only other unit worth mentioning, barely. For now, because he's not Neo Vision Plus. If this guy does get a Neo Vision Plus unit, he has the potential of being decent. He has 150% amp. Remember, this is only with that EX4 buff, so you need a lot of him to get this buff. He also has 200 times mod, so that's good. And he does not have that passive, so you need to equip one of those STMRs to get another 100 times. But I think he's 24 hits. He starts out with, so he's 600 times currently. So he has 600 times mod with 150% amp, but no Neo Vision Plus yet. So he just needs a Neo Vision Plus upgrade if he ever gets one. If he does not, if he never gets one, then who cares about this unit? But if he does get a Neo Vision Plus unit, then maybe it's something worth looking at. But that's it. There's a lot of other units that got buffed, and I don't even care about them. Sadly, that's the situation we're in. Like, let's just take for example Edge. One of his buffs is a 25% lightning and peril field. Wow, crazy! Wow, that's so crazy. 25% lightning and peril field. You guys' minds are blown with that kind of a buff. That's why I'm not mentioning them, because that's just one example out of many of that trash that they gave some of those other units. It's kind of weird. They'll give some units like really, really, really good buffs, and then they'll give some of these other units like nothing. So. Alright guys, this is a long video. I hope you guys appreciate the long video. Not much to talk about in global anyway, so might as well make one. Alright, see you in the next video. Peace.